Sweet baby girl. Kissy loving lady loves. See, look at Artie. Everybody's all zonked. Do you think this will still be comfortable if I just take this mattress? I was going to just take this mattress and get a cover and put it in front of that window. Right there, where the dresser and the TV will go. Like right here in the other place. In front of the big double window so the sun comes in, they can lay in the sun all day.
Oh, that would be nice.
Won't that be nice? Hello, gray cat. They said, don't you bother me. You're stranger danger and I'm not allowed to talk to stranger dangers. Who's that? Okay, gotta be careful. Tango's right there and I don't want to step on him. I'm gonna turn this light off. Yeah. It's a lot right now. Here, I'll put these over the box of apples. Wonder how that looks. Aesthetically. If it's aesthetically pleasing. Who's that? Oh, that's the mom cat. She's like, let me out. I gotta get to my babies. Come on, Mama. Come on, go get them. Go get those babies. Go get them. I love you guys. She knows the good food is in here. She'll eat the food out there, but she knows the good food is in here. That's Tango's sister. Aww. No toes. I call that one no toes because it doesn't have any white on it in its toes, on any of its feet. Don't freak out. Tango, you are not going out. We're having a slumber party, Tango, and you were invited. Alright, let's get this talk on, huh, Ma? Yeah. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. We'll see how this goes. Everybody's squirrely. Benny's squirrely. I'm squirrely. He got sick. I mean, he went... Okay. Let me just ground a minute here. I'm a little bit everywhere. I'm a little scattered. I need to bring it in. I found my hat. My old Air Force hat. I used to wear it like this. I mocked everything. And then my buddy, Sergeant Page, he did this thing where because he like had a gut, you know, and he could stick his gut out and make his buttons pull apart and make his like his dress field uniform shirt look really tiny, and he'd wear his arms up and he'd just be like, I'm a good little soldier. Just, you know, just knocking it around. Benny, come on, man. I know he's nervous. But he always, when he knows I start talking is when he goes after stuff. Come on, let's go. But that corner will be cleaned out tomorrow, so come here. Get up here now. Come on. I'm really trying to stay chill with you, man. I'm really trying. Get up here. Oh, ow. I about turned my ankle. Now you're going to have to get up here. I don't know what our freaking feet ran into each other. And I stopped it short. I wish you'd just chill out, dude. Just let me do my thing, and then the world can go back to revolving around you, okay? Alright? Is that alright with you? He's getting old and goofy. So I gotta learn to be more patient, which is really not easy for me. It really isn't. Although, here, let's switch gears. Enough about that stuff. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. It was a good day. It was a lot of positive things happened. Not negative things.
And that's what I need to accentuate. Because when I think about, because I'm real sentimental, and every time's chapter's in, as excited as I can get for the next chapter, it's still, there's a part of me that like stays in every, you evolve from one situation in life to a next, and part of you stays in that time frame. Is how I look at it. Other people don't think like I do. They don't. My demographic is eensy teensy. So I get sentimental about stuff, I mean, this is where Sassy took her last breath. This is where my sister took her last breath. Not here, but when I lived here. It's just change, and honestly, I'm not really good at change. And I was telling my buddy Augustine today, I said, I think it's because I handle things. I just take care of things. I just handle it. Something comes up, you just take care of it. You just handle it. You just do it. And then you feel about it any kind of way, you can deal with that later. Come on, no toes. Yep. You're like, yeah, so, ow, let go. So, I took Mom, I didn't do much today. I loaded a load last night, and then we took it up, and then I said, I just need to chill out, because, I don't want to, I just want things to be smooth, and all the energy that is, I was laying down. My meditate state was I was just being flooded with energy. Like, I could feel my heartbeat in my stomach, and that's not common for me. So I just had to really just focus on my breathing, and just to allow that I'm not in control. I just got to do the next right thing. But one of the neatest things, I just had to send a message to the new landlord telling her that I took Mom to the spot today, the new spot. And she lit up. She lit up. Like, Ma, you lit up. Huh? That's the only way I can describe it. Is like, that's it. That's the only way I can describe it. And I just had to thank the landlord for an opportunity to see that in her. And so we're really excited to sit out in the front yard, huh? And then sit out in the backyard with and work in the garden. I didn't ask for much. I really didn't. And Creator gave us pretty much all of it, huh, Ma? Close proximity to a stream, creek. Have that. Front yard with the lawn for the dogs. Have that. No cell service, but got the internet going today. The people at Kent Carson Internet, it was cool. It was a good, positive experience. I had 2 of them because I had to go back and ask questions. Which is cool because they even had like a visual, like a model, Mom, of the setup, of the equipment. And I was like, man, that's cool, because I had to go back and use it for reference. Because the office was closer to us. And I looked at it real good when I was there, because I knew what I was taking care of. So I got a new router today. Man, last router I bought like 12 years ago. It was like, I don't know, $84, something like that. The one today, it was after tax and nonsense, after all that extortion. It was $268. The thing of it is I got the best I could get. And I got what the company recommends. So I know if there's any compatibility issues, it shouldn't be, because this is what we say you use, okay? And sometimes it's just better to just go with that. It's just for me, in my mind, with my background, that's sufficient. Okay? So, went out today and took Mom out there. And Benny came out there too. He got to walk around the yard and stuff. I got to get it fenced for the back. But I'll keep an eye out because I just saw a chain link fence. Somebody was selling, like, I can't remember, but 2 rolls of it for like $150. I would have been like, booyah, I'm on it, But it has a big front yard, and then it goes through to the front of the trailer, and then she wants to get chain link fence for the back part. Because they have chickens and stuff like that, and that's a lot of yard for and then I'd still block it off so they could only go to the front, though, just because I wouldn't want them walking around the garden. I'm excited to plant a garden. It has a place, yeah. Okay, so those are the asks. The creek, front yard, and lawn for the dogs. Man, Mom, since we left Oregon 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Like, now we landed in Arizona. It's always like, that was not a fun time for him. But it got us to where we are now, so you just have to acknowledge and move on. And wish people well, or really try to. That's what I try to do. It don't always work. And I don't wish ill will on anybody. I never do. That is the kind of karma people are figuring out they don't want. So, 2 years the dogs have been walking on like desert stickers. Because all the stickers, and even though I weed whacked, there's still that, and all that stuff is drying out and stickers. So, but the dogs have a lawn, and then there's a place for a garden. It has a carport, a double carport, so I could do my woodworking stuff back there. I can just roll my generator down the ramp and then use that to power my power tools to make my dog beds. So it has a place. Ma, it checks all the boxes, Ma. It checks all the boxes. And it's so quiet. It's so quiet. So Ma and I are pretty much, and I can't wait. I'm going to just sit on the porch. Ooh, I better calm down. It's okay, Benny. I'm going to sit on the porch and then carve stones and make really neat carvings and stones, and or whatever I feel compelled to do. So sweet. You're so nervous. What are you so nervous about, buddy? He said, "That's be easy to bet on, Marge." Good boy, sweet man. God, they're just the best dogs, you know it? Does he feel better? I can't tell right now. He's such a good dog, And that's the thing is, like, to me, not the cats. I had to, like, make a decision a long time ago when this whole cat thing started that I had to put boundaries on my heart. And as much as I want to take them, I just can't. But supposedly the landlord that owns the place is going to move in here to take care of them because I'm such a mess about them. I'm so mushy. I'm mushy with this sweet baby kittens. And none of us get to really live on this planet a real long time. I'm just trying to make things a little bit more comfortable when I'm around them while I'm here. Huh. If the lady would let me have build a really nice outside catio, maybe she'd let me spay and neuter some and bring them out. But I gotta prove myself first, But one of my things I say a lot. You just gotta love them while you got them, right? And I do, Benny. I'm sorry. I know, I got 4 emotional support dogs. See, it's okay, bud. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Okay, positive stuff. Switch gears. Switch gears. You know what else is gonna help? Not this song, bud. This is a better song. There's a lot going on. Oh, hello. Your no toes is back. Okay. All right. What else happened today? What else happened today? Hello, if anybody's there. I don't know. I don't look at the chat much. Sometimes I'll see it later, but usually nobody's there. So I mean, I know somebody's listening someplace, or they'll hear it at some point. But usually I'm having these, timing wise and stuff. A lot of times I have these talks by myself. But and it's I took Mom after we left. We went across the street and I got a picture of her. I got to show her Grandma Retta. Let's see. And then I'll start talking about no confidence in government. Thank you, Benny. Because I forgot what I titled it. I got to show the picture of Grandma Retta in the new spot. I actually got a little video. But this is across the street. This is where the little creek is. Yeah. But it was so nice to see her. She was just like, wow. Wow. And then this happened today. That's behind me. That was another good thing that happened. I don't know if people... It's back there. Woo. I don't know if people can see it, but I was in my meditate state trying to freaking transmute all this freaking juice, magnetism, energy, electricity. It's all synonymous. Cosmic space dust. This chick has to get locked up. Me and Tango got to part ways, and they're like 7 months now, so I'm not risking. She's awful friendly with Tango, and Tango's like, get away from me. So I think she's about to go into her. So she goes away. Benny, you're a good boy. You're a good boy, Benny. Yeah, you're a good dog, Ben. And then I did this last night, early this morning, because they were driving me crazy, and then I've been up since like 4, 5. I know Benny threw up twice today when we got home, and he had dinner. I think he ate too fast. I know where everybody's stressed out, huh, Ma? Because none of us like change. That's what I was telling my buddy Augustine. That's right. I was like, I just handle things. I said, but people don't understand how hard it is for me. Because inside... every action I take, there's this big, ginormous fear. This big old cloud of fear that I walk through every day. I just do it anyway. Because I make my faith bigger than my fear. I make it a priority. Benny, come on. What? trying to be patient. I'm trying to be tolerant and loving, and you're driving me crazy. You make me laugh, you big galoot. But yeah, life gets scary. Because I know that people just, I know how people are. People have just, it was just so nice to have a positive exchange in an office environment today. And then this lady came in, and she was like, other people call them Karens and stuff like. I chump them all in the same. All politicians, sports enthusiasts, all those elites. They're just plastic people. They're not human beings. They're just plastic. They're toys. They're just animated. You know, they have a spirit, but it's so shrouded in freaking their ego, which to me, I always understood it as easing God out. And I look at God as good orderly direction, doing the right thing, you know, making sure that that whole Christ consciousness stuff, making sure that all the elders get their feet washed and they don't have sores, and they get outside and have enough fresh air and stuff like that. You don't just keep them bottled in inside and stuck in front and you know, give them distractions. Let them go out there and live their lives as much as they want. If they want to go walk around a park, take them, go walk around, help them do whatever they want to enjoy their lives to the fullest all the way the whole time. Because we're going to, as people are seeing, people aren't living big old long lives. They're not living as long as, people are just boo, boo, boo. And it's going to get worse. Love them while you got them. I don't feel like soda today. And you just, shh. I had a coffee this morning that was like, but to me that kind of slows me down. It chills me out, but not today. But yeah, getting through life on life's terms. I just have been, okay, I'm right here, you know, because if I'm in the past, there's no serenity for me there. Because it's over, and I can't, and just like in the future, so I got to be present, and that's what I tried to do all day. And I was just breathing through because you know I'm gonna miss it. Once we get there, it'll be okay. Once the change happens, it's just like the transition, and it's the whole. We picked the bedroom, or we picked the room. Mom picked the bedroom, huh, Ma? We have a big old king size bed. And it's based on proximity, because she sleeps on the right side of this mattress. And so to keep her on the right side of the bed, I got to order the dog's stairs. Soon. So to keep her, so she just has to get up and walk to the toilet, which is about 4.5, 5 feet from her. Then I'll put it in that. Yeah, it'll be good though. Huh, Ma? You really liked it, huh? She's excited. New beginnings. She said it to me like, because I was starting to get frustrated with Benny early, because I was like, okay, I want to do this talk, get this talk done. And then I had to take dogs out. So I was like really tardy with that, getting it started. And then it's just like, Marge, why do you have, like what? And all day, it's me hurrying up and rushing to do things, but then having to shift gears to stop. Because I can't walk the dogs through the yard. It's not like I can drag them through the yard and freaking... Because it's so stickery, so we just got to take time. And it's such a... It's just slow. And it's the transition. But anyway, instead of getting frustrated... I said, I'm not going to get frustrated. This is what I do. I get frustrated because something happened that happens all the time. And when things happen all the time, it drives me crazy. Like the same thing over and over. I feel like I'm in time loops kind of thing. I don't like it. And so I said, okay, well, instead of getting frustrated, I'm just going to say that I'm frustrated. I'm going to acknowledge why I'm frustrated. And then I'm going to go on about my day. And Mom goes, new beginnings. It was so sweet. And then like I'll be sitting there on the couch. I sit there on the corner where she sits in her chair. I'm gonna get an easy chair here. Probably, I don't know. I might wait on that. I'm tired. Nope. I don't like spending money. I'm better at saving it. But I share what I got though. I make sure other people have good days too. Huh, Ma? That's what life is about. Making sure that everybody has a good day in some kind of way. It's gotten so weird. It's gotten bizarre. Oh, I'm going to hurry up and talk about that because I'm almost at the freaking 30-minute mark. I listened, finally. It's been on my feed. I've ignored it or haven't had it recommended this whole entire time. It's been going on for a long time. Because that's the thing is you mess with the algorithm. People need to screw with the algorithm, and that's what you do. You tell it what you don't. Even sometimes I'll tell it stuff that I like that I don't want to see it just because I'm not going to let it know me. I'm not going to let it know all my patterns. And I go in every time there's an update and I go in through all the settings. There's a lot of settings in there. And I go through and I make sure, nope, can't do that. Nope, not allowed to do that. Nope, can't do that. I say no. But I know where to look too though. So, but I finally watched that talk that Jesse Ventura did. That Google talk that he did. It was 11 years ago. Maybe it was longer. I don't know. That's when it was published according. You are so cute. Thank you for letting me love you. Thanks for giving me that chance. Ow. And then that. See? Dang. Ain't nothing to 100%. Couldn't even have a moment. Now I gotta have a. No, it didn't even get me. So I watched it, and that was the best thing I got out of it is because, the guy lives in freaking Mexico now. Everybody's leaving, all these people that have these grandy gross lives, these disgusting lives, these elitists, it's bizarro. It's these plastic people having their very grandy gross lives. They basically said, "Hey, thanks for everything we got." And now people are, a lot of people are just jumping states, but there's a lot of people. I'm on a lot of data point collecting websites. I track a lot of trends. And so I got a lot of resources that I look at, and people are leaving Taos, New Mexico, and they're leaving the country. People are leaving the country. They're not staying in the United States. The United States is dissolving. I wonder if people are understanding what they're seeing, and they can get all excited and get their stupid little freaking "I voted" sticker on the 8th. There's going to be a plot twist, whatever the plot. I don't care either way. That's not my world. That has never been my world. Even when I was in the Air Force, it was not my world. I didn't even play the role. I still proved myself. I got a DUI. Everybody after me in the shop, they got a DUI. They got kicked out. It was the grace of God that I was allowed to stay in. I was allowed to stay in, and I still won awards. I came across them in a box. I was like, oh, they made it. That's cool. My Airman of the Squadron award. I won on 2 levels. I didn't win the base level. Came in second. A bomb-sniffing dog in Iraq. The animal always wins. So, the handler and the German Shepherd. I got beat out by a German Shepherd. That's hilarious. But out of 1,800 people in the maintenance squadron, the 55th maintenance squadron, I was the outstanding airman. So, I've done some shit in my life. And that was just in 6 years. I went from the bottom to the top. I've been proving myself my whole life, But the thing of it is that other people that have never had anything to prove, They're like, I don't even want to deal with her. They don't. People don't want to deal with me that are lazy people, and it's fine by me. It makes my circle of dot makes my world small. You know, if people can't keep up, they can't measure up. Be well. You know, I wish you well. I don't wish anybody ill will. I don't wish nobody. And see, we're coming up. See, and this is the thing. This is why I don't identify with things, clubs, groups, except for Hayoka and Marge, Loretta's daughter, is because I don't believe in divination. See, and that's why I don't like anything like that. People are manipulating people. I'm even careful with how I use my words. As you can tell, I do not live a lavish lifestyle because I know the karma of manipulating people. So I don't do it. And a lot of times, I'm not even going to engage because I know how. I just have had so much life experience that it's like, okay, 50-50, it's going to go this way or that way. Either it's going to go in my favor or not. And usually I don't even deal with situations. But every now and again, I have to deal with some bureaucratic bullshit, some organization that is just, I mean, I wonder what my IQ is. I really don't know. Anyway, that'd be interesting to find out, you know, because I used to think I'm dumb until I figured out I was smart. And I don't hold it against people because I just look at people, well, except that plastic lady, that Karen lady at the frickin', and it was funny because, oh, I won't say that part because some things are sacred. But this Karen lady came in and I get triggered a lot. I do. And then I'm like, okay, Marge, how are you going to respond to this trigger? And then sometimes it's entertaining. Sometimes, a lot of times it's awkward. Occasionally it's gross, but I'm growing up too. I'm almost 50, so I got kind of a filter depending on where the planets are, because I got a lot of Mars in me. Marge has Mars, a lot of Mars energy in me, man. A lot of masculine heart. Anyway, what was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh, the Karen. And she comes in and she had a name that and somebody said, and the lady behind the desk said, "Hi, Linda." And she said, "No, I'm Zinda." And she's like, "She's coming down from Alaska. That's why I'm here. I need to have internet put in on the property immediately. She's going to be here on the 1st of November." And the lady behind the counter, I don't remember. I asked her name. I know she told me. I just don't remember because I was stimulated. Overstimulated probably. And she's like, "Oh, our technicians are like," because it's fiber optics, this particular internet company. She's like, "Our technicians are about 4 weeks out to see if to run service if it doesn't already exist. Or maybe even to check." I don't even remember exactly. Well, I didn't get into specifics or whatever, but I was like, "Is that because," I said, "is it because you guys are short staffed too?" And she's like, yeah, right? And then she and and this lady was sitting there and like filling out her paperwork and stuff like that. And then this other woman comes out and says, "Hi, Linda." And she says, "No, I'm Zinda." And she's like, "That just happened. Little loop we were stuck in there." And she's like, "Yeah, that's what we're doing." She's like, "We're turning our place into an Airbnb. And this woman's coming down, Linda's coming down to stay here. She's our first." And I was just like, "Oh!" Finally, Benny calmed down. I said, "Oh, Airbnb." I said, "All those." I said, "I haven't been able to, it's taken me 2 years to find a place because of all you Airbnbers and all that temporary housing bullshit." I said, "Because money turned out to matter way more than people." And she started talking about her her tenant that was a nightmare and that she had to evict. And I'm just like, what, you don't have no discernment as who do you let into your house? You don't got no judge of character. You just, I'll pick this guy. Just let them, I guess that's your life lesson. Whoever that guy is, if ever they meet, is one my recommendation. When you have a terrible experience with a human being, whenever you meet anybody else in life that resembles them, has like any character, distinctive person, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Same name, nope. Okay, we don't need to. Lesson learned. I'm not gonna. I just down the straight and narrow with all things possible. I just nope. And it's been tried and true. I mean, I give people the benefit of the doubt, but people gotta earn it. Now I'm getting older. I'm getting tired of bullshit. So people gotta. Yeah, it's gotta be a two-way street in the world of Marjo. Anyway, so boy, I went off on a tangent there, right? Made my last batch of butter today here at 1:08, and then what was I talking about? I'll go back to the title whenever I get sidetracked. I'll just go back to the title. So after listening to the hour-long conversation, one-sided conversation about and answering question session with Jesse Ventura. See, because I grew up, I remember watching the first the first WrestleMania, and it was on pay-per-view, and we were poor. We didn't, so I was like trying to get find a place a bar where they serve food that Mom, could take me that we could walk, because I was like so into it. And it's been, life, if you let it can really disappoint you. It can, because once you find out it's just nonsense and phony and BS, once you find out I'm speaking for myself. I got to speak in more generalized terms. But once I find out that it's just nonsense, it's scripted, it's more of the play. Because I'm looking for real stuff in this world. My whole life I've been looking for real stuff. Real family, real this, real. I got a lot of real life experiences, and I was thinking about that earlier today about how much I spent just dreaming about the future, and now the future's here, and all I'm trying to do is stay in the present moment. It just cracks me up. And, so listen to his, and I was thinking about that. That is the most poignant thing he said to me, is no confidence in government. He's like, I have no, and they should have a box that says that, and I've thought about that before. Is they should have a none of the above. They should have list of places that people can designate where their taxes go to, instead of just killing people in other countries that we have no business being in. That's got to stop, and they're ramping up to do it again, and we'll never see, and we'll never know, and for sure. Maybe this will be the first war, because I had a cell phone. But I was a stickler. I always follow the rules that that are all about safety. I follow safety rules, all safety rules. I'm always cognizant and cautious of safety first. But there's more rules than not that are just stupid, and I'm gonna break them. I'm gonna break them. Just so people know. There will be rules that just because they're stupid. But look at how many dumb rules are on the books. Like, just lawyer. They just make up rules. They just, and these are the same people that I hated when I was a kid. That I forgot to finish the Karen story. When the second woman came out, she's like, "Hey, expedite this, speed this up for me, huh?" And she's like, "Ha ha ha, I know you can't." And I'm just like, that's what plastic people do. They take cuts. They can't wait their turn. It's just so weird. There's so many people that don't get their basic needs, and then there's people that just go, La 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 la, you know. And so everybody else has to be punished because freaking she's a terrible judge of character. So it's just like, I mean, the plastic surgery, the freaking design. You're in Taos, New Mexico. I think there's a playhouse here, like a little playhouse type thing, but nothing. I mean, there ain't no Broadway in fucking Taos. I'll tell you that right now. There's just not. There's mediocre at best restaurants. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's a weird place. It's on its own timeline. I just haven't figured out what timeline that is. But me and Mom, I don't know. We're gonna be off grid for a while. We will not be without communication because that is ridiculous. And I'll still do my talks. I just think that life is going to get fuller. And, I mean, we don't go out in the winter much. Unless there's like a warm day. They have like a warm peak in there, you know. We'll go out. I don't do good in the cold. Mom probably does better in the cold than I do. I don't do good in the cold. So, and the older I get, I think I can thank Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam got pervy and gross for that and the 8 anthrax vaccines that I got. Yeah. I should look at the dates. You know what? I should look at the dates and ask somebody that does astrology and see what was happening in my chart, because there were 4 dates because you got 2 at a time and it fried my endocrine system. And I'm already Asperger's or whatever they call it. I don't know. In the freaking 70s, 80s, I'm the sensitive kid. I'm the sensitive kid that's a sensitive adult now. So cold, I don't like it. Anyway, we're about 2.5 miles from the John Donne Bridge, which is a really cool place, and I really encourage anybody out there ever watches my tube, you know. I mean, I know that they're gonna have conferences here someday. They're already doing the ginormous conference centers around here, like the Kachina Inn, I think, is one of them. It's ginormous and it's trendy, and people are going to fill up the parking lots, and people are going to sit in the big conference rooms, and someone's going to be standing at a podium talking about UFOs or energy or healing, and maybe I'll get to stand up and show people my lighter trick, because telekinesis and people's superpowers are waking up. You know, I've done talks. I did come across my talk that I did 2 talks when I was hanging out with friends of Bill W. So I'm on 3 formats. I'm on cassette, DVD. I think I'm on 2 DVDs actually. 1 cassette, and then the tubes, the interwebs. Yeah, that's cool. I think that's neat. So, it has like a laugh track when I do it's nice, because I could just turn down what I say. I don't need that, and just hear the laugh track and like I can be entertaining when I'm not freaking stressed to the gills. Isn't that how it's supposed to work? You know, people are supposed to. Yeah, that's what I do imagine, though. I do picture a world where all of the people on the bottom are taken care of. The people that work for it, and you people know who those folks are. People know who those folks are. People know who's not going to work for what they have. People know. You can tell when people have given up on life. Because they don't work that hard. They don't work hard enough. Or maybe they don't know how, and that's what I'm saying, is we need to help give these people the resources that they need to succeed. And the way that they just laundry money, and they're just siphoning more and more, and I'm a veteran. I don't have everything that I need. I can't, there's a lot of there's only 2.5 million people in this whole state in which I live, and I'm glad to be a part of. Don't be a jerk, Marge. But you can't get anybody on a phone. Like, I mean, and people don't work. People don't want to work. They don't have to work here. And so they don't. So a lot of people don't get what they need. But people, not but, a wrong word. At the same time, I see all of the resources that are just being siphoned through that BS nonsense in all that over there that has nothing to do with here. But we're funding. It's just more theatrics, and that's more non-real stuff, and it's more stuff I don't believe in. So as grandy gross as the planet and the earth is going to get for a while, Mom and I are going to be pretty comfortable. And I encourage folks that once you get your place set up to where you want to be and get in a good spot, come on out and visit. Lord knows we're having a I don't cuss people out and stuff like that. I state the obvious, and oftentimes when you state the obvious, people are like, "Man, that's really harsh. You're a jerk." And I'm just like, "Whatever." So they're trying to do an airplane or an airport expansion plan here. That's what they want to do with all their COVID money. And I'm like, "Dude, you can't give the local community reasonable housing." There's 40% of the mayor said, this is from the mayor's mouth, and that 40% of the houses in Taos County are empty. So there are places for people to go. People are just hold on to it, don't even want to bother, and blah, 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 because money matters more than people. And things are gonna get crazy, man. Things are gonna get crazy. Crazy. I mean, crazy. I've seen crazy my whole entire life. The difference between the crazy I've seen, it's like you run into pockets of it. So it exists. Now, the whole planet Earth is going to turn into a big pocket of crazy because everybody's self-will is running riot. Well, not everybody. The majority of the planet. More than 50.1%. Just enough to teeter over that halfway mark. Just that little. People are. And I've done it. I've. Whatever happens to the individual, like, it happens to everybody. Now it's turning into the clocks on the wall where people are having the same experiences at the same time. And a lot of that is just death. So many people are dying, for lots of reasons, a vast variety. It's whatever's in the stars. Whatever's in the stars. So we're just here to have life experiences, and I'm just trying to freaking end up more positive at the end of this incarnation than my ancestors. And sober too. That is going to be a huge karmic. That's going to be a family line, like the wound or whatever. That's going to be a big one. When I die. You never know. Even Dr. Bob or Bill W., one of those guys, was like, just give me a drink. Just give me a drink. I can't even take it. The pain and the suffering. Oh my God, give me a drink. And they're like, no, dude. They denied him alcohol because that'd look bad. You started AA. That wouldn't be very attractive. And now look, everywhere, the 11th tradition is just like, okay, it's not your thing, Marge. Don't let that trip your trigger. But I just look in the media. Everybody's talking about their sponsors and how they met their spot and how sober they are, and they're showing their coins on mainstream media. I'm just like, and they're Satan worshipers too. That's what is just like tripped me to me. They're into all that dark magic bullshit. All that dark stuff, all that manipulation. Hey, pay attention to me. Don't be a decent person to everybody else. Be like me. Emulate me. Be a scumbag like me. Beat your all that stuff, man. And look at the world. They're all okay. I will. Yeah. Okay, I will. So anyway, I've been rambling on a lot. Well, I've definitely lost faith in. Well, I'd never had faith in the government. I knew. See, I didn't know that towers fell until like 10:30 that night because we were busy deploying equipment to just start the freaking cash cow flowing. That was all that there was, and then when I saw it, my friends in California said, dude, they were talking about the towers falling. I was like, what are you talking about? There's no way those towers fell. And they're like, and I didn't have a TV. I lived in the dorm. I just got to Offutt Air Force Base. And, I guess I'd been there a little while, but I still didn't have like a TV in my room and stuff like that. So I'd just watch it because anyway. I just watch it in the laundry room. So I had to go up to the laundry room, and when I saw the towers fall, I'm like, nope, here we go. He's doing it. He's doing it. He gave himself a reason. It was a total controlled demolition. I knew it. I started running my mouth. I can't believe that. See, and that's funny that I won awards as much as I talk shit about the government in which I was ingrained in. Because I was the one. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I didn't freaking believe in their rank. I mean, I did to a point, but I had experiences like one time I was walking up to the hospital for an appointment, and there's a lot of officers in the parking lot coming and going because they're the doctors and stuff, and then plus they're the patients. And so I'm walking up, and I actually had a lieutenant, second lieutenant, take her saluting hand. I couldn't believe it. I was like, then it's all phony. It's all not. Don't ever ask me to follow the rules when there's so many people that tell me not to, but I'm gonna anyway. And this woman even took her saluting hand. I was walking up to her. I started to salute. She covered her rank and just said, "Don't, just don't." With the hand that so she could have just completed this. She used her saluting hand to cover her rank and just said, "Don't." And I was like, "All right then." Because on Flightline you don't wear hats. You don't see insignia. I treat everybody the same anyway. It got me in trouble in Greece. Well, that was stupid. I'll tell that story later. Anyway, but I wouldn't do bullshit. I wouldn't do nonsense. And a lot of it was nonsense. So much. And it's just so much worse. And they perpetuate it. And so when I saw what, and then things started clicking. Because I've always talked about how this is, fraud, waste, and abuse and misappropriation of funds. And I've been talking about it for years. It's just been 5 years, 6 years. I don't even know how long I've been doing this. 2017. Since I've been doing this and life has trudged on, this is just my account of how I see things. And other people can have their opinions. I was just there. I flipped off baby bitch Bush on 9/11 as he taxied by. Because you can't go in and out. When the president's in proxy, it's the security personnel. They're taxiing in. No doors open or closed until you get the all clear. And I stuck my arm out the load bank door and gave him the bird. Because I know that all he's ever has been is a cokehead, is a freaking rich kid cokehead that freaking has done a lot of hunting. I'll just say that he's done a lot of illegal hunting. All coked out, strung out on drugs. A lot of it done up in Northern California, as a matter of fact. Up by Mount Shasta, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that's where I grew up. So I grew up knowing the seediness, the grossness, the nastiness, the darkness in which people allow themselves to contain and act out on. I call them the plastics. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad night.